For the past 3 years, I've been doing a motorsport called Autograss. And I wanted to, in today's video, explain to you why I love that motorsport so much and why I love motorsport overall. Why do I pick motorsport as my passion, my dream, and my hobby? So stay tuned, guys. My name is William, you're watching Wheels Racing, and in today's video, I'm going to explain to you guys why I love motorsport so much. Hopefully you like the new background. I've got my trophy in the background there, if you can see that. And also I've got my little mini engine, my little mini diagram of the engine and how it works. So yeah, hopefully you like the new background. But enough talking, let's head in to today's video where I'm going to start talking about why do I love Autograss so much and why do I love motorsport and the racing. I think it's a key point to talk about my past. I've always been growing up around cars, racing and motorsport, with my dad being a former mechanic for rallying and many other motorsports around the UK, and I've always been a part of that. I remember when I was a little kid going around on the little go-kart with all the wheels and the tyres on the back, and I always remember those days. But my dad did give that up once I was born. After a good couple of years, he gave that up because most of his weekends were out and about working, so he didn't actually spend much time with me. So yeah, he gave that up. And but he's always had part of his life dedicated to motorsport. He's had a former Mark 1 Escort which he fully restored and put together into an absolutely awesome Mark 1. It wasn't the best, but it was his pride and joy, let's just say that. And he treasured that. And in 2019, just before the COVID hit, I think it was October 2019, my dad and I did the Lambar Rally in the Mark 1 Escort, which was super fun. I'll show you some photos now of that. It was just a crazy event. I remember one stage where he said, just shut up and I'll drive it. And I think we went off the line, and we on this open airfield, and he wouldn't basically let off the throttle until he was going in a straight line. So we went into this, I think it was square left, square right, and instead of going square right, he went straight on into the airfield and was doing donuts for about 5 minutes until then he realised that he had to take his foot off the throttle and actually control the car. So after that stage, I was a little bit frightened, but yeah, we had an epic time there. I remember also we had the car absolutely sideways going around this square right on this another airfield it was, and it was just absolutely mental sideways, and all you could see in the picture, I'll show you it now, was me looking out the window because we were literally sideways, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was an epic adventure, and from that day I always knew that racing and speed was in me. I knew I had to do it. And I think that's where it sort of started off, really. I've always watched racing with my dad, like I say, being part of different motorsports, being a mechanic. I've always sat and watched him tinker with cars, and also sat and with him to watch the racing whilst the cars zoom by. I remember back in the day, going a long way back, that my dad, are we still recording? I hope we are. Yeah, we are, that's all right then. Just want to make sure because I didn't want my camera cutting off. But anyway, going back a long way, my dad used to take me and watch the truck racing. That used to be epic, and I was sat there once watching the truck racing behind the fencing, and this truck came rolling towards us, and all I remember is when my dad literally picked me up and tore me out of the way. But that was one of my fond memories. But yeah, you have to be very, very careful because motorsport can be dangerous. But that's just a side hustle there of some of my memories with my dad, and what we've done in the past, and how motorsport has been in my blood for a long time. So yeah, like I say, it's always been in my blood, and I've always been part of motorsport and racing. And yeah, the Lombard in 2019 was an epic experience in my dad's Mark 1. Absolutely crazy. Right then, 2 things before we do carry on today's video. Hopefully you're enjoying it. But anyway, 2 things. The first thing is I want to thank you guys for all subscribing, liking, commenting in the past couple of weeks. We finally made it to 150 subscribers in the last week. So all I can say is thank you to you guys. We are halfway there to 200 subscribers. And yeah, it's been a whirlwind in the past couple of weeks. So yeah, if you've not yet subscribed, then I highly suggest you do. The second thing, before you do get back to the video, is that there is a massive thank you from me to all my sponsors. I haven't mentioned them in the videos properly for the past couple of months. So yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to all my sponsors. I'll put them on the screen now, and I also want you to, if you can, go down to my description and also click some of the links to check some of their websites out, because they are some awesome companies. And also I wanted to say and mention really quickly that we've got some extra sponsors on board with us, hopefully at the start of 2025 and hopefully the start of 2025 racing season. So I'll hopefully mention them in the next couple of weeks. But enough talking, back to the video guys. Let's get back to editing it. So I guess that sort of summed up how I have gotten into motorsport and how motorsport has been a part of my life for quite a long time. And if we go back to 2019 again, I'm pretty sure it was the start of 2019, we went down to my local track. I don't think I've mentioned it on the channel yet. And we went to watch the Bass round down at my local track where I raced 2 times this year. Go back and watch those race videos if you haven't yet. But yeah, anyway, we went down there and watched one of the Bass race days, and gosh, I just remember going there and I said to my dad, I said, this is what I want to do. I want to do this. I had been to many other sports, many other things, and I knew when I went to that track down there, I said to my dad, I said, yeah, I want to do this. And after that, I just knew that this was for me. I knew that autographs was going to be for me. And yeah, just after that, I think it was the start, I can't remember, I think it was 2020, when we decided, I think it was in the gap between the 2 lockdowns, we decided to go and buy myself my Mini that I still have nowadays, the blue one. And gosh, yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, I knew from the second I went down there and watched that motorsport, after watching loads of other motorsports, that one was for me. And I just knew it. I just knew that was going to be the one for me. And I remember, I'll try and insert the photo now of the moment where I stood next to this Class 1 Mini, and I knew the Mini was for me. I've always sort of loved different cars, but once I knew that if I was racing a Mini, the Minis would be for me. And obviously, as you know, the motto for the channel, hashtag doing it for the Minis. And yes, quickly side hustling, next year we're going to hopefully do the UK round instead of the Bass, change it up a little bit. I've done the Bass for a couple of years now, so I thought I'd do the UK, try the UK round out. So we're going to try the UK round, and I think I could be the only Mini doing the UK round, so I think it's definitely going to prove my motto, doing it for the Minis, and hopefully we can have a good time next year. But moving on from there, today's video, I think I've sort of quickly overlaid my past and some of the key moments for me in my past. And the reason I do autographs, the next reason why you've clicked on this video is because you want to know why I do autographs. And like I say, I went there and I knew I had to do autographs. And the reason I do autographs is because I love it. The atmosphere down there at the tracks, absolutely amazing. The community at the tracks, absolutely amazing. I just think the whole vibe of autographs is amazing. And I would suggest it to anybody who was thinking about doing autographs to do it, because it is absolutely amazing. I do autographs because it's family friendly, it's really fun for me, and what I love about it is that the tracks are different. You're not racing on the same track every single race meeting. You're racing at different tracks and different conditions every single weekend, which actually tests your driving skills. I did used to have a buggy. I probably mentioned this before I raced, yeah, I probably mentioned it before on the channel. But anyway, I had a little red buggy which I went round on the fields at a local farm that my dad knew, and yeah, I knew from that buggy that I wanted to do something on grass. And when I went to look at the autograss track in 2019, at the start of 2019, I just knew that was going to be for me. So yeah, so I think that has really cleared up what my past has been like, and hopefully you've got a bit more of an understanding of where I've come from and what my life has looked like in the past 14 years. It's crazy to say that I'm a 14-year-old driving a Mini round a field, but here I am doing that most weekends, and bring on the 2025 season, because I can't wait for it and all to come along with me. I think that's enough talking from today's video, or for today's video should I say, but one last thing before we do go, I got a trophy. I did do a little shorts on it on the channel, so go and check that out. But yeah, I got a trophy, and in simple words, I came third in my club for the junior saloon class. So yeah, I got this humongous trophy. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to have to think of a pride position for it in the bedroom of mine. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that, because that is a very, very big achievement for me. But like I say, if you want a bit more detail on what that trophy is all about, then head over and watch my short on the channel. There will be some winter project content coming soon. This video is just a little bit of a filler as well, because this week, while you're watching this, I will be doing a performance. So I've been rehearsing in the past couple of months a pantomime, hence why there isn't much content as well, because I've been really busy in November, basically doing rehearsals most weekends, so I haven't had time to film. But anyway, I'll be doing my second performance whilst you're watching this on a Friday night. So yeah, that's a little bit nerve-wracking, but thanks for watching, guys. I've got a new trophy. I'm only going to try and find somewhere to put this, and I will catch you up next week for a new video, guys. Cheers, let's go.